Hello. So in this demo, I'm going to show the test file and assessment maker, how to use it and why would you want to use it. So I'm on this screen, my test folder, right? This is a template I want to share with my students. My students are going to work in teams. So if you're familiar with Google Classroom, you know that's hard to do. I would have to create a separate assignment for each team and share it with only those students. That just tends to clutter up my end of Google Classroom. So this is my workaround for this. What this does, it will take this file and make many copies of it. Each copy will have the team name associated with it. So I'll be able to look at the title and say, oh, this is team 1, this is team 2, or team, Flubberoo. It doesn't matter what the team name is, as long as you put a team name in. They all need team names. And then the script will go one step further. After creating these in a specific folder, I'm going to just have it put them in this folder. It will make an assignment, a Google Classroom assignment for you. It will not publish it. It's just going to make it as a draft assignment. We'll explain why later, why that's important. But it will attach all those documents to it. So you do not have to attach the documents. They'll all be there. Now, every student will be able to view every document, but they will only be able to edit the ones that are intended for them. Okay, so let's delve into it. You probably have the link to this already. This is my own version of it. I kind of already set it up a little bit, so to save some time. Now, it all begins here with the file. Okay, what file do I want to use? You notice this funny number, password, ID thing here? This is the file ID. You might not have known, but every Google file has its own unique ID. So you need to find out that ID. I explain how to over here in Words, but let me show you, since this is a demo. So I'm going to go to my file. I'm going to open the file. Okay, it's just a blank file, nothing fancy. I'm going to then take this, and this is the code. So after the D dash and before the dash edit, this is the unique code for this particular file. Okay, that's all you need to identify this particular file. So I would copy that and I paste it over here into this cell. Now I need to give it a name. You can name it whatever you want. The important part is you need the team name associated with it. So you're going to designate where you want the team name with a curly bracket. I don't know what you call those, team, close the curly bracket. So that's written over here as well. If this is not in here, the script will not let you proceed. It will say it's missing that. But wherever this appears, it's going to substitute the team name over here into this portion. So it'll be test-team1, test-team2. We'll go through and create each of those files for you. Okay. So team names, as many teams, I have 20 spaces here, so up to 20 teams you can have. Now, you need to tell it what team, who's on the team, right? We told it what the team is, now who is on the team? All Google is going to care about is the email address. Okay, so this is where you would enter the students' email addresses, separate them by commas. Okay, there's a couple ways of doing this. You can separate them by commas, or what I do, because I have more permanent teams in some classes, they work together in permanent teams, especially designed. I use Google Groups, right? So I load up Google Groups. Each team, I put them in into a group, and that group has a single email. So I would just paste the single email in here. These are just my emails. It's just a dummy for right now. I would just paste them in there, and that way if somebody, is gone, it's all here. I don't have to worry who's in that group again. I can email them just quickly. I don't have to remember who's who and what group off the top of my head. So those are two ways of doing it. Then it's a file. Where are you going to put that file? Okay. Again, it runs by unique ID. Every folder in the Google Drive has a unique ID. This ID happens to be for this particular Google Drive. So if you're looking at the folder, my test folder, the folder ID is this last number, right? This last set of number and letters, right? That's the unique ID. I copy and I paste it in here. Again, I have a nice description. I think it's a nice description. Hopefully it works for you. If not, email me. Now, that's for the files, right? I can create files for my teams. If you want to go the next step, you would then say, okay, I want the Google Classroom, right? I like Google Classroom. I'm going to use it. So I'm going to pick, yes, I want to turn this into assignment. But it's going to be a draft assignment, which means the students don't see it yet. Okay? They just, it's created in your folder. I'll show you. Now, when you load this, this is a drop-down menu, or it's supposed to be, when you have options. There's no class here. So you need to tell it what class. Each class has a unique ID. I've kind of taken that process out for you to figure that out. So you're just going to press update classes. It's going to take a few seconds to run, and then it is going to make a list of classes for you. It's going to go to your Google Classroom, take those classes. Okay, so this first time I'm running this, so I have to authorize the script. You'll see this part. You'll run into this. So I'm going to authorize the script. Again, it's going to your Google Classroom, so it's going to ask for permissions to manage those, see and edit spreadsheets, and the drive, right? Those are all the functions that are involved in this. So I need to allow them. Okay. I've allowed it. Now I'm going to press this again, and the script will run, and there we go. It's usually quick. So class drop-down list has been updated. So now I come over here and I see, there's my classes. Okay, so I'm going to pick my test class. Right, that's one I don't have any students in, just mine. Now, every assignment needs a title. You cannot get away without putting in a title. So we're going to title it, I don't know, demo. Now, you can put in a description if you want. You can wait. You do not have to put in a description right now, but I'm going to put in some sort of description. Okay, and there we go. And that's all you need to set up the assignment. Okay, remember, this is just a draft assignment. It's not going to the students yet. This is just, so if you had 5 classes here, you would have to go into Google Classroom, find those 5 files, and associate them to the assignment. Here, that's taking that step away from you. You don't have to bother with it. It's done magically for you, and it's all sitting there. Okay, so now I'm going to run this script. Okay, so make a copy for each. It should be team, not teams, but oops. There we go. We're running the script. So it says acquire the data. Okay, it's already created it for team 1, team 2. Now it's done. Okay, we're all done. It's created the file. So let's go double check. I guess I must have clicked it a couple times. Okay, so yeah, I did run it a couple times. But you can see here, team 1 and team 2. Come over here to my test. It's not going to appear in my stream because I took that. I don't like when the classwork appears in the stream. If you need help with that, you're going to come to the cogwheel, come down to classwork on the stream, and I'm going to hit hide notifications. And that way they don't come up. Okay, I'm going to go to my classwork. Okay, so it created the three assignments. I pressed it, double clicked instead of not. But okay. Now I can look at these and say, oh, look, they're attached. That's great. Now I can come over and I can edit it. The files are attached. They're for students' view only. You're not making a copy for them because you've already made a copy. But it's copy by group, not by student. So here's assignment title. You can edit it. The instruction, you get more explicit or actually put in instructions. You can add more things. Maybe it's resources for them. You could do a whole lot of different things, right? Just like you would before. You can add points, due dates, topic. So you can assign a specific topic to them and a rubric. So all the same stuff exists. It just makes your life a little bit easier for teams or groups. Okay. Your last step, like usual, you can schedule it, you can assign it, or keep it as a draft. Okay. So when we go back to the classroom, right? Say I don't want these, I'm going to get rid of them. Delete and delete, and they're gone. Now, when you create a draft document without a topic, or anything without a topic for that matter, it's going to appear at the top of the classwork page. Okay? Once you assign it to a topic, it's going to pop down to that topic. So when these are created, you're just going to come in here and you'll see them at the top of your list. But the students cannot see these, right? You need to publish it first or assign it first before they can see it. So I hope you like this. I know it works for me. I'm offering it out. If it works for you, great. Have at it. My email's here. I'm a teacher, limited support. So I can only tech support so much. And I'll have a link to the live demo, or not the live demo, the taped demo down here. And, I might be making revisions over time. If you want to suggest stuff, I would happily consider it in my own time coding it. You can also go in. So if you go to Tools, Script Editor, it's going to bring up the script, the code that runs behind this, what makes the magic happen, right? So if you know coding, feel free, modify it for your own. You can come in here and check to make sure there's no funny business. I really don't care about your work, so I'm not taking anything. I'm offering this to you, but you can double check and you can modify, improve it, share the improvements with me. I'd love to know. Really, I'm not an expert at coding, so this is just my attempt. This is the main code, and then the little code here to get the classes. And I consider topics, so topic codes are down here, but didn't deal with them in this version. So thank you very much. I hope that helps. I hope you have success, and I hope it just makes your life a little bit easier in these crazy times. Have a great day.